matter how far you wander, some gates never close. That old fence gate leans a little more than it did the years before. Its rusty hinges sing the same every time I come this way. Daddy never locked that chain, said son, love ain't built that way. If your heart is true somehow, you'll always find your way back home. I've worn out boots on distant roads, carried dreams and heavy loads, but every path I've traveled through led me back to what was true. The fence gate always swings back, no matter how long you've been gone. An old acoustic keeps on playing while the harmonica sings along. Every welcome feels the same, nobody here asks who's to blame. The fence gate always swings back, just like these open arms. Mama's roses bloom in spring, just beyond that weathered swing. The old blue truck is parked outside like it never left my side. Neighbors wave from down the lane, calling everybody by their name. Around here tomorrow starts with kindness in our hearts. The world can change 1,000 ways, seasons fade and rivers stray, but love that's planted deep and true will always wait for you. The fence gate always swings back, no matter how long you've been gone. An old acoustic keeps on playing while the harmonica sings along. Every welcome feels the same, nobody here asks who's to blame. The fence gate always swings back, just like these open arms. Someday I'll be standing here, watching my own children near, and I'll leave that gate unlocked the way my father always taught. The fence gate always swings back, it's a promise that will last. Every guitar string tells our story, every harmonica sings his glory. If heaven has a country lane, I know I'll find that gate again. The fence gate always swings back, and love walks through every time. The hinges sing, the wind replies, home never closes its door. Some memories aren't locked away, they're waiting to be found. Cleaning out the old feed store, I found a box beneath the floor, covered up in dust and time, tied together with old twine. Letters written years ago, in Grandpa's steady hand, I know. Every page still smelled of hay, like they were written yesterday. He never had a college degree, but every word kept teaching me that love is measured every day by what you give away. These letters in the old feed store mean more than gold could ever afford. An old acoustic softly cries while the harmonica gently sighs. Every page, every line brings his voice back into mine. These letters in the old feed store still open every heart's door. One was written to my grandma dear, promising he'd always stay near. Another to his little son before the harvest had begun. He wrote, take care of this old land, give your neighbor both your hands, leave this world a little bright, always choose what's good and right. Those simple words still guide my feet down every dusty country street. Long after voices fade away, their truth is here to stay. These letters in the old feed store mean more than gold could ever afford. An old acoustic softly cries while the harmonica gently sighs. Every page, every line brings his voice back into mine. These letters in the old feed store still open every heart's door. Now I'll write a letter too for the ones who follow through, so someday when I'm old and gone, my words can still live on. These letters in the old feed store will be treasured forevermore. Every guitar string tells our story, every harmonica sings his glory. If memories could find a voice, they tell us love is always a choice. These letters in the old feed store will live for generations more. Old ink, old paper, timeless love forever. Every road has a story. This one's mine. blacktop that turns to stone, right where the county signs are gone. It winds beneath the sycamore trees, down the quiet Miller's Creek. The water sparkles in the morning sun, just like it did when I was young. Every cast and every line still brings those memories to life. I've been where the skyline steals the stars, and every face is just passing by. But peace is always awaited here beneath this open country sky. Take me down the road to Miller's Creek, where my heart still finds its beat. An old acoustic sings along, while the harmonica stays strong. Every bend feels like a friend, calling me back again. Take me down the road to Miller's Creek, where I'm exactly who I should be. The old bridge creaks beneath my tires, smoke rolls from familiar fires. The red-tailed hawk rides on the wind, like he's always done. The little store still sells cold Coke, and folks still gather telling jokes. Nobody's counting passing time, they're just enjoying life. Some folks dream of city lights, big bright signs that never sleep. I'd rather spend another night beside this quiet creek. Take me down the road to Miller's Creek, where my heart still finds its beat. An old acoustic sings along, while the harmonica stays strong. Every bend feels like a friend, calling me back again. Take me down the road to Miller's Creek, where I'm exactly who I should be. When my grandchildren ask one day why I never moved away, I'll bring them where the water bends, and let the river answer them. Take me down the road to Miller's Creek, where my soul has always been. Every guitar string tells my story, every harmonica sings his glory. If heaven has a peaceful stream flowing through eternal dreams, take me down the road to Miller's Creek, where forever begins for me. The road rolls on, the creek still flows, and my heart never left. Every Sunday, the whole town knows it's time to come home. That little white church on Maple Hill has stood through every season still. Its wooden doors have welcomed all, the proud, the weary, the great, the small. The bell rings out across the fields, over tractors, barns, and wheels, like a voice that's always known exactly how to lead us home. I've heard the sound of crowded streets and city clocks that never sleep, but nothing reaches this old heart like that bell before we start. When the church bell rings at noon, every worry leaves too soon. An old acoustic softly plays, while the harmonica lifts our praise. Every soul stands side by side, leaving all our fear behind. When the church bell rings at noon, hope is born again. Grandma's Bible's worn with grace, Daddy bows his weathered face. Children whisper, then they smile, making every pew worthwhile. After service, handshakes flow, neighbors asking, "Have you been, Joe?" Simple words and honest hearts, that's where every blessing starts. The richest people that I've known never measured wealth they've owned. They measured it by love and faith, and the promises they kept. When the church bell rings at noon, every worry leaves too soon. An old acoustic softly plays, while the harmonica lifts our praise. Every soul stands side by side, leaving all our fear behind. When the church bell rings at noon, hope is born again. If I ever lose my way or forget the words to pray, that old bell will call me back to the only road that lasts. When the church bell rings at noon, I know mercy fills the room. Every guitar string tells my story, every harmonica sings his glory. When my final Sunday comes and my earthly race is run, may the church bell ring once more as heaven opens up its door. The bell still rings, faith still lives, and grateful hearts still answer. The day's just waking, so am I, with a cup in my hand. Morning coffee on the tailgate, watching dawn arrive on time. Sunlight spilling through the cornfields like a verse without a rhyme. The rooster breaks the silent air, a cool breeze rolls across the square. Another blessing starts to grow in places only country knows. The world can chase another dollar, race another winding road, but I've already found my treasure right here where the wildflowers grow. Morning coffee on the tailgate, that's my front row seat to life. An old acoustic keeps me smiling, while the harmonica rides the sunrise. Every breath feels clean and free, every mile coffee on the tailgate. Lord, this is where I'm meant to be. The old barn wears a coat of gold, just like every fall before my faithful dog comes running over, leaving paw prints by the door. The neighbor waves from his pickup truck, calls out, "Morning, good to see ya." Around here, that's all it takes to make a good day even greater. I don't need a mansion high or bright city lights at night. Give me honest work and open skies, and everything will be alright. Morning coffee on the tailgate, that's my front row seat to life. An old acoustic keeps me smiling while the harmonica rides the sunrise. Every breath feels clean and free. Every mile belongs to me. Morning coffee on the tailgate. Lord, this is where I'm meant to be. When my hair turns silver gray, I'll still greet the break of day with this old truck and thankful heart, just like I did from the start. Morning coffee on the tailgate. Every sunrise feels brand new. Every guitar string tells my story. Every harmonica pulls me through. If heaven has a country dawn, I know I'll still be singing on. Morning coffee on the tailgate, that's where forever starts. One hot cup, one rising sun, one grateful heart, another day begun. When the daylight fades, the heavens wake up over Cedar Ridge. There's a hill where the old pines stand, watching over this quiet land. Every evening just before dark, the sky begins to leave its mark. An old fence follows the rolling hills. The evening air is calm and still. The only sound is a whippoorwill echoing beyond the mill. I've seen skylines dressed in gold, stories bought and dreams all sold, but none of them could ever shine like these little stars of mine. The stars over Cedar Ridge still shine like they always did. An old acoustic fills the night while the harmonica burns so bright. Every heartbeat finds its place, wrapped inside amazing grace. The stars over Cedar Ridge guide this country soul again. The porch swing moves without a sound as moonlight settles on the ground. The old red barn wears silver light, standing proud against the night. Daddy's hat still hangs nearby, Mama's prayers still fill the sky. Even after all these years, love is stronger than our fears. Every mile I've ever known has pointed toward this simple home. No matter where tomorrow burn so bright. Every heartbeat finds its place, wrapped inside amazing grace. The stars over Cedar Ridge guide this country's soul again. Someday when these roads are done and I've watched my final setting sun, let my spirit drift up high to those familiar country skies. The stars over Cedar Ridge will outlive every dream I lived. Every guitar string tells my story. Every harmonica sings His glory. If heaven waits beyond the blue, I'll know the way because of you. The stars over Cedar Ridge will lead me safely home. One more night, one more prayer beneath the stars, forever there. Some rivers never change, they just keep leading you home. That old river knows my boots, every bend, every set of roots. It watched me skip my first flat stone long before I'd ever grown. Grandpa taught me how to cast, said, "Son, good things are built to last." His words still echo with the tide every time I'm riverside. I've crossed oceans, crossed state lines, watched the years outrun the time. But every road I've wandered through always ends where the water's blue. The river still runs my way, just like it did yesterday. An old acoustic fills the breeze while the harmonica rides with ease. Every ripple knows my soul, every current makes me whole. The river still runs my way and washes all my cares away. There's a rope swing on a sycamore, hanging where it hung before. Kids still laugh beneath July, with dragonflies drifting by. The old bait shop's still standing strong, selling stories all day long. Coffee's hot and folks all smile like they've got another mile. The world can't hurry if it wants. I'll take mornings calm and slow, 'cause everything I've ever needed flows where that river goes. The river still runs my way, just like it did yesterday. An old acoustic fills the breeze while the harmonica rides with ease. Every ripple knows my soul, every current makes me whole. The river still runs my way and washes all my cares away. When my final fishing line finds the end of space and time. Lay me where the willow grows, beside the water I've always known. The river still runs my way, and forever there it'll stay. Every guitar string tells my story, every harmonica sings his glory. If heaven has a peaceful shore, I'll be fishing evermore. The river still runs my way, and my heart will never drift away. The water flows, the wind still sings, and home lives in the river stream. When the evening falls, the little lights come alive, just like old memories. The sun slips low behind the pines, painting gold across the vines. The creek slows down to hear the night as fireflies begin to shine. An old screen door lets out a song, the porch light flickers all night long. The smell of fresh cut hay drifts by underneath the painted sky. The world keeps chasing brighter things, but they don't know the joy this brings. A quiet night and open land are all I need to understand. Where the fireflies still dance, life still gets a second chance. An old acoustic fills the air, while the harmonica says a prayer. Every little glowing light makes this old heart feel alright. Where the fireflies still dance is where my soul belongs. Kids are laughing by the creek, trying to catch dreams they can't keep. Grandpa smiles from his rocking chair, watching magic fill the air. The old red barn wears moonlight well, like every board has tales to tell. Even the breeze seems to know this is where love continues to grow. I've crossed rivers, climbed hills high, watched fast years keep passing by, but nothing brings me more peace than nights like these, where the fireflies still dance, life still gets a second chance. An old acoustic fills the air, while the harmonica says a prayer. Every little glowing light makes this old heart feel alright. Where the fireflies still dance is where my soul belongs. When my working days are through and I watch my final sunset too, I hope these fields still glow tonight with a million tiny lights. Where the fireflies still dance, I'll forever take my stand. Every guitar string tells my story, every harmonica sings his glory. If heaven has a summer night filled with gentle golden lights, where the fireflies still dance, that's where I'll be at last. The stars shine high, the fireflies glow, and this old country heart never let go. It's funny, the longest journey always ends where love begins. I've watched the sunrise in different towns, seen tall buildings touch the clouds, heard 1,000 different names, but none of them felt quite the same. The highway stretched for miles ahead, with dreams chasing every tread. Still every turn my old truck made pulled me back this way. Some roads lead to fortune and fame, some roads leave you feeling changed. But there's one road I've always known that leads this wandering heart back home. The last mile feels like home, where I never walk alone. An old acoustic sings so free, while the harmonica carries me. Every fence and every tree still remember the boy in me. The last mile feels like home, where my roots have always grown. The porch light shines through evening rain, just like it always has remained. Mama hugs me at the door, like I never left before. Daddy smiles and tips his hat, says good to have you back. The old hound runs across the yard, like he followed my heart. I've learned success ain't measured by the height of buildings in the sky. It's measured by the love you find when you leave the world behind. The last mile feels like home, where I never walk alone. An old acoustic sings so free, while the harmonica carries me. Every fence and every tree still remember the boy in me. The last mile feels like home, where my roots have always grown. Someday when these wheels stop turning and my final fire stops burning, lay me where the wildflowers bloom beneath the harvest moon. The last mile feels like home, the place my soul has always known. Every guitar string tells my story, every harmonica sings his glory. If heaven has a country lane, I'll drive it once again. The last mile feels like home, and this time I'm staying. One more sunset, one more prayer, one more country song. I'm already there. Every road has an ending. Mine always leads here. That old windmill still turns slow, just like it did so long ago. Watching over fields of grain, through every sunshine, every rain. A gravel lane and a mailbox blue, every mile feels fresh and new. Even after all these years, home still dries away my tears. I've chased the sunrise coast to coast, searching for what mattered most. But every dream I've ever known points me back to where I belong. Home is waiting by the windmill, where the world stands quiet and still. An old acoustic fills the night, while the harmonica feels just right. Every breeze whispers my name, every season stays the same. Home is waiting by the windmill, and I know it always will. The front porch swing keeps moving slow to songs that only country knows. Mama's flowers bloom in spring like they never missed a thing. Daddy's hat hangs by the door, right where he left it years before. His lessons echo in my mind, every single passing mile. You can measure wealth and gold, or by the stories you've been told. I choose these fields 1,000 times over city lights that never shine. Home is waiting by the windmill, where the world stands quiet and still. An old acoustic fills the night, while the harmonica feels just right. Every breeze whispers my name, every season stays the same. Home is waiting by the windmill, and I know it always will. One day I'll bring my children here to walk these roads I hold so dear, so they'll understand what I have found. The strongest roots grow in this ground. Home is waiting by the windmill, like a promise standing on the hill. Every guitar string tells my story, every harmonica sings God's glory. If my journey ends someday, I know exactly where I'll stay. Home is waiting by the windmill, forever faithful, forever real. The wind keeps turning, the fields keep growing, and home keeps calling me